What's going on, everybody? This is Real Sports Time Podcast, and this is D-MARL live play-by-play reaction to the Eastern Conference semifinals. Atlanta Hawks and the Philadelphia 76ers. It's the score right now. We've been watching this game here, just tuning in live for these last 3.5 minutes. Atlanta's up by 2 points, 88-86, Philadelphia. And this has been a nip and tuck game, back and forth. At times, Philadelphia has shown that they have control of the game, but it's been back and forth. That was Ben Simmons actually at the line shooting 2 points. Shooting 2 free throws. He only made one. So now the score is 87-88. And there's a commercial break coming up here. And I'm just broadcasting from a live sports bar right here in the Houston area, Houston, Texas. That's where I'm broadcasting from right now. And it's just been a great game. Of course, just real quick, while they're on commercial, I'll touch base on the Los Angeles Clippers and the Phoenix game. That game was tight as well. No Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and the crew, Rajon Rondo, they couldn't get it done. The Phoenix Suns coming out looking crazy and looking good. I mean, just energetic. Devin Booker, 40 points. He had a triple-double. It was just amazing. No Chris Paul, just like no Kawhi Leonard. Chris Paul's out. He's out for COVID-19 protocol, so I'm sure he'll be back maybe by game 2 or game 3. But already, Phoenix is in control of the series. They just couldn't do anything with it. So now we are coming down to the wire. Eastern and Western Conference Finals, getting ready to get decided here this week. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I'm so happy right now. And like I said, 3.5 minutes left in this Eastern Conference semifinals. Atlanta Hawks up by 1 point. And let's see, here we go to this box score. We're basically looking at Atlanta. In the first quarter, they were down by 3 points. Philly had them up 28-25. Then we had in the second quarter, we had 23 points to the 18 by Philly. Third quarter, 28-25 Philly. And now here we are, Atlanta at 14 points for this quarter. And fourth quarter, Philadelphia 16. So Atlanta just scored again and makes it 90. That was Trae Young. He's making it happen, going down the end here. They better be careful. Philadelphia, they mess around and get some stuff. Atlanta get that separation. And that's going to be a timeout. Doc Rivers wants to discuss it. He don't like that. You just came out of a break and Trae Young just drives the lane like that and puts it up. And so it's a 3-point lead there for Atlanta. 3 minutes, 4 seconds left. Oh, yes. Poison, baby. Real Sports Time Podcast. This is the Talk 100 Network. I'm D-MARL broadcasting. We're going to be doing a whole lot of these live broadcasts, especially coming up with the Western and Eastern Conference Finals. And, of course, the NBA Finals. Going to definitely keep you guys tuned in. And we're going to be rocking and rolling, making it happen. Oh, yeah. That's what it's about. NBA. And just taking a look here, I want to go back to that Clippers Phoenix game 1. I want to go back to that game there. They're coming out of the timeout here. Coming out that timeout here. Doc Rivers wanted to discuss it. Seth Curry, he's in the game now. Ben Simmons bringing it up the court. Hits it out there. Pass out, swings it out to Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid backing his man up. Turns around. Can't get that one to go. It bounces off the back of the rim and kicks it out. Trae Young's bringing it down court. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left 87-90. They're slowing it down. Trae Young looking to set it up at the top of the key. Takes it out long. Three-pointer right here. Oh, he got that to go. That's Trae Young. Oh, my God. It's just crazy. Drops another long bomb from way outside of the arc. That was almost a logo. And that was, who was that? Ben Simmons coming back the other way. And he drives it off the kissed it off the backboard for a simple layup. I'm sorry, that was Tobias Harris, actually. Sorry about that. Trae Young once again at the top of the key, back the other way. 93-89, 1 minute, 59 seconds. They're trapping Trae Young. Double team, they're trapping him. Oh, that's a turnover. Trae Young tried to call timeout right at the end. Too late, baby. Or did they give it to him? They double teamed him over on the right side of the court. And it looks like he called timeout just in time before he stepped out of bounds. We'll see what the refs call. But Philly gets a chance to get a rest here. Doc Rivers can talk it over, and they can draw up a play here. It's 89-93. This is what it comes down to down the stretch here. Philly got to get some stops on these last couple of possessions if they want to make something happen. I'll tell you that much. Atlanta bench is over there. They're getting hyped. They're getting pumped up. They know that they're a minute and 7 seconds away. If they could close out and hold on to this tight lead here, just by a couple points. But if they can get some stops, then it can happen. So we'll see what the game plan is. They are going to continue, I'm sure, to keep that double team on Trae Young. You listen to the Real Sports Time Podcast live broadcasting from Fox and Hound here in Houston, Texas. Live play-by-play. Game 7, Eastern Conference semifinals. The Hawks still do have possession. They kick it out to Trae Young behind half court. Oh, and it's actually a turnover here. Oh, and Philadelphia grabs it. That's Ben Simmons. And it looks like that's a foul. Not quite sure why that was a foul. Why did he actually do that? That doesn't make any sense to me. Trae Young actually had the ball tipped. So that was great defense. Ben Simmons and Philadelphia shoot two free throws. And if that's who is that is Simmons misses this critical free throw. He has been terrible at the free throw line all series. He got one. He split. Score now is 90-93. Minute and 45 seconds left. Trae Young bringing the ball up, getting past half court. And that was another tip by Ben Simmons, but this time Atlanta will keep possession. Trae Young trying to get a little lazy. He's getting a little lazy. Getting a little lazy with his careless with the ball. Here we go. Trae Young on the outside. They trap him again, and that's going to be a turnover. Trying to see what's going on here, seeing if that is Atlanta's ball, see if they keep possession, or if it's going to actually go back Philly's way. This will be a huge possession, I'll tell you that much. Great defense on the side, forcing Trae Young out of bounds. They still give it to the Hawks. They're swinging the ball. Long three-pointer. Can't get that one to go. Oh, man, there's a whistle here. Seth Curry looks like he was defending Trae Young, and they were looking for a foul, but that didn't happen. Ref's going to let this one play out. Only a minute and 28 seconds left. Simmons looking to set up a possession here. Little dribble, trying to get it to Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid kicks it out. Whoa, high pass. Almost threw that out of bounds. Oh, got the backboard layup to go in. 1 point game. Tobias Harris. That was crucial. They definitely needed that. They got to get a stop here, though. Tobias Harris, 24 points, 14 rebounds. He's been playing crazy in this game 7. Seth Curry, let's see who's that. They're playing some great defense down the stretch here. This is very, very critical. Philadelphia making it happen. It's a 1-point game. Oh, man. Let's see what happens. And the ref's got a little pause here, trying to see what's going on. Looks like Trae Young will take it out. Throws it way back court. Atlanta pulling it up. Great defense. Tobias Harris. Oh, an open three-pointer. Can't get that one to go. Oh, that was an ignorant foul. That was just retarded. You just put the Hawks at the line for 3 free throws. Are you kidding me? This was a terrible. Well, he sold it on top of that, but he still got a piece of that hand. So now Atlanta will shoot three free throws. Oh my goodness. This is what we're talking about with discipline. These young players, that you can count on them every single time to make bad decisions down the stretch at the end of the critical game. Now it was a 1-point game. You just gave Atlanta 3 free points. 95-92. 54 seconds left. It's plenty enough time to make something happen. And he got that third free throw to fall. So 92-96, Doc Rivers calls timeout so they can discuss what they're going to do here on these last couple possessions. Because now you do have to come down. It's not time to panic. It's not time to go down and jack up a three-pointer. Set up a good play, make something, move the ball rotation and try to drive the lane. But it's very important. Here's the thing. Ben Simmons, here's the sad part. Can't have it in his hands on the last possession to drive the lane because he's not going to make free throws. Now, you might want to get it over to Joel Embiid and see what he can do. Make sure that he can get in there. Or, matter of fact, give it to Tobias Harris, who has the hot hand, possibly Seth Curry, if you can get him open because he can shoot it from 17 feet and out. That was her tier that shot those three-pointers. Yeah, so we'll see what happens here. This is going to be a very important possession by the 76ers. What a bad foul and call there, because really and truthfully, but you're down 4 points, 2-possession game. 54 seconds left. It can happen. Semi-Eastern Conference Finals. This will decide. This game right here will decide who is going to play the Milwaukee Bucks, who upset the Brooklyn Nets. '76ers sideline, takes it out, swings it out. Tobias Harris. That's Joel Embiid. Looks like he's backing down, trying to drive it. Oh, that's a turnover. And the Hawks look like they may seal this thing off. Bad possession. Wow. Joel Embiid, lazy, dribbling the ball. He's not even coming with force. He didn't want any parts of it. We got guys in the audience shaking their head, and I would be too, because this is ridiculous. Doc Rivers uses this final timeout, and this is slipping all the way away for the 76ers. Undisciplined. Once again, I go back to that foul beyond the three-point line, which was just, you're in the game, you're only down by 1 point. You get down here, come out of the timeout. They pass it in. Ben Simmons swings it out, kicks it over to Joel Embiid. And what does he do? He tries to drive the lane. Lazy dribbling, thinking too much, turns around, turns the ball over. Atlanta gets back down on a break the other way, gets out in transition, and they get down and score another 2 points. So it's 92-98, 41 seconds left in this fourth quarter, game 7. and the Hawks might just be punching their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals. I tell you what, there's going to be a lot of looks here on a couple of things. Ben Simmons, on how he played this whole playoff run. He cannot shoot. He refuses to shoot. Free throws are terrible. He's a great defender, and he's athletic, but he can't shoot, and he doesn't like shooting three-point. And then Joel Embiid at the wrong times always gets streaky. So here we go. 41 seconds. Philly looking to kick it out. Seth Curry passes it out. And that was a foul. Oh, they didn't call it. 34 seconds left. They thought they had a foul, so now they had to. Atlanta Hawks got the rebound, and so Trae Young, who got fouled, he tried to sell it, but they're saying that was no foul there. So Trae Young will go to the line to seal the deal here. I do believe this thing is over with. Philly has nothing to do but blame themselves. Has nothing to do but blame themselves. Trae Young hits the first free throw. 99-94. Once again, Doc Rivers in either semifinals or Western Conference or Eastern Conference Finals and losing. Trae Young misses the second one. Philly comes back down, kicks it out. Embiid for three. Nope, can't get that to go. And so they have to immediately foul again. Hawks will shoot 2 free throws. Yeah, that's how it goes. This is how the cookie is going to crumble for Philly. Fans covering their face with their towels. I don't blame them. Sickening thing to watch and very, very frustrating. This is the Real Sports Time Podcast with D-MARL Live. Of course, the Talk 100 Network. And we're going to be broadcasting Eastern Conference and Western Conference finals this series coming up. Like I said earlier, Phoenix took a Game 1 lead over the Clippers. And I had so much to say about the Utah Jazz. That stupid stuff they did. All right, so here we go. Philly coming back down the other way. Wild pass. Three-pointer. No good by Philly. Ben Simmons. And that's Joel Embiid. He puts it back up. 96-101. They foul Trae Young immediately. You got 17.1 seconds left. Hawks able to win all throughout the playoffs on the road. That's been the key. They just starting out from that series against the New York Knicks. They have just had a great, now here they are against Philadelphia. They're able to win on the road. They stay poised. They stay the course. Great ball movement, great team chemistry. Guys moving without the basketball. They definitely are a high free throw shooting percentage team. So Atlanta looks good this year. They're going crazy down there in the ATL. I got all kind of family and friends down there. They're just having a ball down there. Clowning. Philadelphia. This one has slipped away. All their fault. Now they go for three. Nope, can't get that to go. Final 10 seconds. Trae Young dribbling it out. He's dribbling it out, and Atlanta Hawks will be going to the Eastern Conference Finals with 4.5 seconds left. Joel Embiid is throwing a tantrum beyond past the court. It's too late for all that. You have 4 quarters. The Philadelphia 76ers was in the game, back and forth, 2 points up, even all game long. So nobody to blame. They melted down at the last end of the stretch here, this 4th quarter. Simple as that. And like I said, Hawks are very disciplined. They did what they needed to do. (96-103). Seth Curry congratulating everybody on the Hawks. Class personified. And Trae Young and the crew, they are going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Unbelievable. Ben Simmons on the sideline. And that's going to do it. They're going to run out their last time for the clock. That's it. Atlanta Hawks going to the Eastern Conference Finals. So the 76ers, once again, third year in a row, come up short from getting to the mark over the last 3 years. It's got to be frustrating for the Philadelphia fans. And we'll see what happens. Milwaukee Bucks, we're going to see what Giannis, the two-time league MVP, let's see what he can do. Can he punch his ticket to the finals? You got to deal with Trae Young, baby, and the Atlanta Hawks to make it happen. Chris Middleton, Giannis, Antetokounmpo, we got to see what they made of. We're going to you got a big test now. You made it now to the Eastern Conference dance. Let's see what can happen. Because these Hawks are on fire. They can win on the road. They can make it happen. These guys are a collective group of guys that's really hungry. They're young, and they're on fire. They're ready to go. Congratulations, Atlanta Hawks. It's been since 2015 was the last time the Hawks were in the Eastern Conference Finals. So that's been some years. They're excited. Trae Young taking off their jersey, giving it to a fan right here. You got a fan right here in the Philadelphia arena. He gave that to one of his fans. Trae Young leading this young team, the Atlanta Hawks, all the way. They're looking good. Excited. Celebrations going on down there in the ATL. Oh, yeah. Hearing it here first, baby, live on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, like, share the channel. And this is D-MARL, of course, with the Talk 100 Network, with the Real Sports Time Podcast. This is what we do. This is what we do. Going to have all coverage of both Western and Eastern Conference Finals coming up here, going forward. This week coming up. And it's going to be exciting. Get ready. Get ready. Oh, yeah. Go over a little bit of stats here. Over a little bit of stats here in this final game. This final game 7. Yeah, so for the Hawks, you had Clint Capella had 13 points. Trae Young, 21, 10, and 3. Jake Collins had 14, 1, and 16. Herder, who was the big-time scorer here, he had 27, 3, and 7. Bonjovic, he had 4 points and 2 and 2. And Gallinari, he has 17 points. And Lou Williams, he just had 6 points there. So that's what your Hawks scored to equal that 103. 76ers, Joel Embiid, I mean, he had a double-double. He had 31 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. But here's the thing. It wasn't as impactful down the end of the stretch. That's the problem. Tobias Harris, 24 and 14. But once again, I don't feel like they ran enough sets. They didn't get it to him in a timely manner. So all of those things, that played a role in it too. Ben Simmons, once again, like I said, there's going to be some serious talk and some serious decisions that need to be made in regards to Ben Simmons. 5 points in this game, 13 assists, 8 rebounds. By your other cornerstone player. You got Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. They're the cornerstones of the Philadelphia 76ers, but you can't get shooting out of Ben Simmons. You can't get any rebound. You can't get any free throw shooting consistently. And it's what costs him. And in the key moments, it doesn't matter. He plays defense, but in the key moments, he doesn't step up. Seth Curry has 16 points. Komas, he only had 5 points. And the rest of the other guys on role players, I mean, they had anywhere from 6 points and under. So just came up short here. I'm looking at Doc Rivers too. It's not like he's escaping any blame because he keeps being in this situation, keeps finding himself in these situations with these teams where he blows off things that basically you need to pay attention to detail on. Like Ben Simmons, Stephen A. Smith mentioned to Doc Rivers as well as other people all through this early part of the season when he took the job after he got fired from the Clippers. And they asked him and said, are you concerned with Ben Simmons and his non-shooting ability? He blew it off, said, hey, he's a good player. He's a great player. I don't care. And the thing is he was wrong. You came over and took the job because you needed to fix some things, not come over and keep steering the ship the way it was going. They weren't in a good place. So here's Doc Rivers again in the same situation where you're right knocking at the door, but you just can't get it done. Last year, he was with the Clippers. They fell down 2 games, and the Denver Nuggets embarrassed them in the bubble last season. That was on Doc Rivers' watch as well. And he lost his job. Now you're over here in Philly, and you just pretty much took over where the last coach left off and just figured I'll just go ahead and let the ship ride out and do the same thing. Expect some different results, but just go ahead and stay the course the same way. We'll see what happens in the offseason. But I'll tell you what, these injuries have played a role in some of the teams. So, but you know what? Even though I say that, and LeBron James mentioned something too, a lot of stars, about 9-10 stars are out of the playoffs due to injuries. And he mentioned that was because of the shortened, condensed season. They started back up early, right after the bubble. Is that true what LeBron said? Yes, but it's kind of incomplete. It's a little incomplete because you got some players who always find themselves in this situation. For example, let's go over to just the Brooklyn Nets. Kyrie Irving, his entire career, has somehow found a way to be injured right at the inopportune time and right when he's most needed in a pivotal moment of the playoffs. He'll find himself hurt. Now, Kyrie Irving is box office. That is who you want to see. He is definitely a co-star. I don't put him at the leader of any team, but he definitely is a co-star. She's a showstopper, and you definitely want to see him play. But the problem is he finds himself out at critical times when the team needs him. That's going back to Boston. That's going back to the Cleveland Cavaliers when he was over there with LeBron James. And now here in Brooklyn. Now I'll say this about Brooklyn. This is my thoughts on the Brooklyn Nets. I believe the basketball karma came back to hit them in the face because they tried to buy an NBA championship this season. That's what they tried to do. Let's stack the deck. I thought we were done with super teams. But these 3 guys, James Harden cried his way out of Houston, found his and got his way. He gets over there to Brooklyn. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving join up there, but I thought that was going to be just a duo, and that's okay. But you recruited, got James Harden to come over there, then LaMarcus Aldridge, who ended up not being able to complete the season because there were some health issues, so he actually retired. But the point is, they tried to overly stack the deck, and everybody was just giving it up to them. And I said, hey, I don't know that if they play Milwaukee or Philly that they can get out of that series, even with this. Because number one, you have to get that team chemistry going, and you have to make sure that you guys are playing collectively. And that's the part we don't understand and what we didn't know going back in the very beginning of this season. But what happens? Right on time, James Harden, he's hurt. And even if he didn't get hurt, James Harden still hasn't proved that he's going to show up in the big moments like he does in the regular season, in the playoffs. That's the thing. That's the thing. And Kyrie, like I said, he went down. So they tried to buy an NBA champion. So that's my thing. You had Jokic. You had look at Chris Paul. He's out. That happens to him. He's always battling some some injury. It happens. So LeBron James isn't wrong in his statement with the things being condensed. And then you have with the Lakers, him and Anthony Davis. LeBron and Anthony Davis. LeBron James, high ankle sprain in the middle of the season, right before the All-Star break. Then you have Anthony Davis. He had a groin injury, And then he had, I believe something else happened with his knee. So, you know, it happens. But we'll see what happens. But this, I tell you what, I have not lost interest in these playoffs. Even with the stars being out, a lot of them. This has still been great. It's been great. It's been great. So what do we have? We have a game one. Phoenix Suns. They take a nice 1-0 lead here against the Clippers. I believe they're going to win that series. Phoenix is going to the championship. They are. And I do believe the Bucks. I'm going to go ahead and pick this out. I'm already going to do it. I just have to. Can't help myself. Milwaukee Bucks. I believe Giannis and Chris Middleton is going to lead this team to their first finals appearance. And then we're going to see what happens. It's going to be Phoenix Suns, Milwaukee Bucks, NBA Finals. That's what I believe it's going to be. And we're going to cover it right here, baby, on the Real Sports Time podcast. We're going to cover it live. Expect that. Expect to it. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Check us out. Our Sports Time on Facebook, Our Sports Time on Twitter, and on Instagram. Updates, stories, highlights and analysis. And I give my take, of course, on all these games and what guys are doing. And we also cover off-the-field stories, off-play stories as well. So you'll hear a lot of that stuff, too. We got some boxing coming up, too. Man. We got Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder 3. It's going to be the third fight. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think that Tyson Fury is going to have another boxing lesson for Deontay Wilder. I just believe that. Deontay is going to come in there and try to just use that right hand and think that he's just going to be able to land it and catch it. And Tyson Fury, I believe, is going to walk through it like he did last fight. And then that's not a technical boxer. He's just not. Deontay Wilder's not a technical boxer on the level of Tyson Fury. I believe this is going to be another takedown. And after this, I don't want to hear it no more. Don't give me a fourth fight. I'm telling you that right now. I don't want to see a fourth fight between those two. So after Tyson Fury embarrasses Deontay Wilder again, this is it. We don't want to see it again. It's like Floyd Mayweather. I'm glad he's retired. I didn't want to see that exhibition. Nobody wanted to see that. We were minding our own business. We were watching all these other young guys in the fighting game. And Mike Tyson had an exhibition, him and Roy Jones Jr., which I appreciated that. But Floyd had to just come out of nowhere and get in the mix as if we missed him. We didn't miss you. So go back to Dubai, go back to spending, all your money up and doing all the things you do, Floyd, because we can afford to not see you again. And by the way, you're not the best there ever. That's a lie. You've been lying to yourself. But I mean, sometimes people do that. But once again, congratulations. Going back to basketball, congratulations to the Atlanta Hawks going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Phoenix taking a 1-0 lead against the Clippers. Look like they're going to win the Western Conference Finals. So it's exciting. Stay tuned. This is the Real Sports Time podcast. My name is D-MARL. And this is the Talk 100 Network you're listening to. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And look for more segments. Look for more live broadcasting this week. I'm out of here, y'all. I'm getting up out of here. Later.